Florida.
This is Joanna with your latest forecast on ESPN Northwest Florida this Thursday. The rest of the day, possibility of thunderstorms and some sun and 88 with a gentle breeze at 10 miles per hour out of the southwest. Tonight, partly cloudy skies with lows around 80. Tomorrow, mostly sunny in the morning but otherwise likely thunderstorms and a temperature near 87. Moving into Saturday, of the same with a high of 86 and definite thunderstorms and light showers. This forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for tuning into ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
What's in store at our national sales event? A lot. And this month at Panama City Toyota, get 3.99% APR on the super stylish Camry, plus 90 days until you make your first payment, and 3.99% on the impressive RAV4, plus 90 days until you make your first payment. Get 2.99% on the ruggedly refined Tacoma, or get 1.99% on the hardworking Tundra. Let's put you in the driver's seat at Panama City Toyota.
Offer expires September 2nd. For details, visit PanamaCityToyota.com.
No one wants to deal with a plumbing, electrical, or HVAC emergency. It's even worse when you're not sure what it'll cost, when it'll get fixed, or if someone's just selling you something. When you call Hiller, you can trust our experts to actually solve your home's problems quickly. And with true transparency pricing, you know the price you're told is the price you'll actually pay. Book online now at happyhiller.com. Happy you'll be, or the service is free.
Call the Happy Face Truck today.
Tired of flipping through channels and finding nothing good? Introducing Scorpion TV. Over 5,000 live streaming channels. Catch every game of the season with over 100 sports networks, including ESPN, ESPN Plus, the NFL Network, and Red Zone. Even pay-per-view events. Watch 400 local network channels from Panama City and most markets throughout the country. Fox, ABC, CBS, and NBC. It's more than sports. Scorpion TV offers premium movie channels like HBO, Cinemax, Stars, 200 plus entertainment and news networks, or watch thousands of movies on demand, all for just $45 a month when you use the ESPN NW promo code at checkout. Watch on up to 5 devices at the same time. Perfect for sharing with family and friends. Scorpion TV gives you everything you want for less. Cut the cord, not the fun. To score Scorpion TV, go to ESPNPC.com and click on the Scorpion TV logo. Don't forget our promo code ESPNNW.
WPLQ Port St. Joe, WGSX Lynn, powered by Panama City Toyota.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
Your favorite team is garbage.
Dallas? I don't want you going to Dallas at all.
And we're here to explain why.
That place is crawling with crackheads and debutantes, and half of them play for the Cowboys.
It's time to take out the trash on the Sports Blitz on 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
That is right. You've hit 4 o'clock here at 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. You're listening to the Sports Blitz with Paul Wilson here. Don't forget to call or text the Red 70s phone line, 850-215-6290. As always, on Thursday, we're almost out of here, close to the weekend, baby. We got Chef Ross in the building. How you doing, Chef?
Doing great.
Good to see you, man. And we always have, we're not calling him LSU Jeff today. We're calling him Waffle House Jeff because he used to work at the Waffle House. Waffle House Jeff in the house. How you doing, man?
You know, I wasn't just working at the Waffle House. I was the manager.
Norcross, Georgia University graduate.
Yes. As second in my class.
Really?
They rank them.
Are you kidding?
No, I'm not. I'm not making this stuff up. We had 24 people in our class as a 1-week course. And, well, not course, but yeah, I guess you could say course almost. Anyway, I finished.
Smothered, covered, and chunked.
Yeah, smothered, covered, and chunked. But they tested us like crazy, and I finished second in the class. What was it? I was going to say, here's a joke. You ready?
Yeah, give it to me.
Yeah, I always got a joke. I was a Waffle House manager. I had an employee, and he said, "You know what Waffle House manager's like? It's like, okay, I don't want to use the word. Mentally challenged people. Yeah. It's like being the smartest kid in the mentally challenged classroom.
Really?
That's what she told me and all that. And I didn't take offense to it. I just laughed. I just thought it was funny,
It's like, show me the money. I don't care about it. I'm here to get paid no matter what.
Yeah, no, actually, I have a job that I wondered how they paying me this amount of money was I worked for Frito-Lay.
Yeah.
And I was putting chips up on the shelf. And as I was putting chips up on the shelf, I was like, they're paying me how much money to put chips on a shelf? I was like, this is crazy.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, well, sometimes, you get a job and they're paying you more than what I thought I was worth.
Yeah.
And then there's other people out there complaining, they're not paying me what I'm worth. Well, what are you really worth? Because some people, I'm looking at you like, no, you're not giving much of an effort, so they are paying you about what you're worth.
Well, I'm definitely paying you enough for this show right here.
No doubt. What you're worth.
Unpaid actor.
And as always, we got Jimmy in the booth. How you doing, James?
What's up, guys? How's the Thursday, everybody?
Oh, man, we're doing fantastic. We got a lot to talk about. We're excited. Things are going good. Does anybody have any big plans for the weekend? I know you're leaving. Mm-hmm. Where are you going?
I'm going to Oxford, Mississippi to Ole Miss.
Okay. You're going to see your daughter, right?
I'm not only going to go see my daughter, but she's got a ceremony. It's called a white coat ceremony. It's where you get inducted into pharmacy school.
Oh, okay. Well, that's awesome. But tell her congratulations.
Yeah.
That's great. Good job on that. So when we look at it, guys, what we've got to talk about before we get going is some of the things that was yesterday. And obviously, we always talk about the Yankees on this show. And, Jeff, yesterday you said a lot of things about how, that I was an Alabama fan and I'm a Yankees fan. And what's next? Am I going to be a Cowboys fan? And I was able to show you a picture. And
I saw it.
And so there were some people, though.
Commented.
There were some people that commented, and we've got a lot.
And not all of them were related to him.
No, that's true.
Only one.
We've got a lot of Yankee fans. I mean,
no. Just because they commented on it doesn't mean they live here.
Okay, but one of the comments was, always knew you were smart. Go Yankees. So, I mean, there are Yankees here
that are
brainwashed. They're here in Bay County. They're here.
They're called carpetbaggers.
You know what? Okay, I want an unbiased opinion. So I'm looking over to Chef Ross for this unbiased opinion.
Yeah.
As far as like fan bases in baseball here, who do you think is probably top three here?
Braves.
I'll agree with that. They're top three easily.
Yeah.
Rays. I think.
Okay, Rays maybe.
Yeah.
And I definitely think one of them is in the top three that you haven't named yet. I think it's obvious. I've seen too many of them.
The only other one I can think of is Baltimore, but that's not going to be top three.
No, they're not.
Phillies. There's a lot of Phillies fans here.
Yeah. There's a lot of Phillies. You got there are Dodger fans here, and then Yankee fans. I think those three.
Yeah.
You could kind of put whichever one.
And then Red Sox is definitely
I don't think so.
It's probably top 6 or 7 there.
Yeah, they're top 10 for sure.
Yeah, they're
here.
top 10 easily. Yeah.
They're definitely top 30.
I would definitely have to say Phillies are top 3 easy.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I know that the Braves are number 1 for sure, probably by a lot, and then by 2. You could say Rays, Dodgers, Phillies, Yankees. Not sure.
Marlins is top 10.
No.
Marlins probably top 10.
Top 10.
Yeah. Just
Marlins are even a top 10 fan base in Miami.
Oh, man. Don't forget now, if there's anything that you guys don't agree with or don't like what we're saying, you can call in because these guys sometimes need to get checked.
And actually, I forgot about the Cubs being on WGN for a million years.
Cubs are
top 10, for sure. So we've probably already named the 10.
No.
Now, the way it goes.
So, wait. Dodgers, Cubs, Red Sox, Yankees, Braves,
Phillies.
Rays, Phillies. That's 7.
Marlins.
And then 8 would probably be,
Marlins. And then you didn't name did you say Braves?
Yeah, I did say Braves.
Okay.
And Rays,
Okay.
So, I mean there's a few Reds fans, too.
Yeah, there's some Reds fans.
There's definitely some Reds fans. Yeah, I know 3.
That's
just off the top of my head. Yeah, I mean, that's a lot.
I don't know any, not here. So, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. But the thing about the South is, I mean, traditionally it's been Braves and Cardinals and
I mean, the Cubs,
Braves and Cubs.
It's always because
Cubs because of
CBS,
TV exposure. Yeah.
That's really
the Florida teams being newer, you know, makes it not as traditional.
But the fact that nobody goes to the Marlins game, even though they put a roof on that stadium now.
Yeah,
I don't know if they're still the bottom one. They were at some point, and I think they hover around the bottom 3 in attendance.
Yeah, always
to the games.
Yeah,
that's not good.
No, it's not. Well, I mean, that's kind of.
But even when they're winning World Series, nobody shows up.
Yeah, that was their MO for all of it. So either way,
I will apologize. I'll say one fact. As long as I've been living,
that's been a long time.
Yeah, it's a long, long time. You know how many World Series the Yankees have won?
2.
Oh God,
no, there's a lot. There's more than that.
You don't realize how.
Yeah,
how
they were in the 70s.
Total.
In the 70s,
three
they were
in the 70s.
Yeah.
Oh no, wait. It was. I'm sorry. I think it was 2 in the 70s. But they won 3 out of 4 because it was like 98, 2000. Yeah, right up in there. But they won 7. I'm 52 years old. They've won 7. That is like 13% or something like that.
Yeah,
so right up in 13% of the World Series has been won by the Yankees while I've been living.
Yeah,
that's pretty impressive. And that's not even their heyday.
Right.
Think about it. The 50s and 60s and 30s were their heyday.
But if you look at it too, back then, who were they always playing? It was the Dodgers and the Yankees. That was the big teams that were playing each other.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
In the 90s.
Oh, you mean like way back when? Yeah.
In the 90s, it was the Braves.
Like when you were younger, when I was not even in the 70s, because they would have Ron Say and Bob Welch and those guys. They were all there.
Yeah. You want to hear a crazy fact? It was the Philadelphia Athletics have won 5 World Series while they were in Philly.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And the Phillies have won 2. And the Phillies were around from the get-go. They were not later after the A's moved away. They were both there at the same time.
Okay.
And they were both, that's crazy. Okay.
I didn't know that. Well, if you look at it last night, they had a barn burner. The Braves did 1-0. And if you look at it, the Braves had 4 hits last night, and usually that's been the deal that's been catching up to them all year long, is they could not score runs because, they're here lately, they've been averaging about 5 runs a game, 4 to 5 runs a game, and that's been enough to win. But about 3 months ago, when we were talking, 2.5 months ago, when we were talking about there's pitchers in the farm system with the Braves, this guy is the one that I was talking about. Hurston Waldrop. Don't forget his name. He's a star. 23 years old. Last night he pitched 7 innings, gave up 4 hits, had 7 Ks. This is his second win since he's been called up. And that's the big picture thing that I'm talking about. If you look at what the Braves have done after the break and then even in the last 3 to 4 weeks, if you look at some of this, if they can produce runs and then you can get lights out pitching, that's going to be the key, because their 5 pitchers, don't forget, I know I say it all the time, but their 5 pitchers were injured. And so you got Hurston here, and he makes number 6. So that room is getting full. And then you don't think about it, but you also got Strider, because Strider is not a part of that 5 group because he wasn't healthy at the time whenever they first started the year. So you got 7 when all of them come back, so that's...
So they won 11-1 the day before? I mean, 11-10?
Yes, 11-10.
And then they won 1-0.
And then 1-0. Yes.
Who was it? Heckle and,
Yeah.
Jekyll and Clyde.
Yeah, Chicago White Sox.
Jekyll and Hyde.
How many wins do they have on Sundays?
I don't know.
Oh, they're down to, I think they're up to 5 now. It's not a pretty number on
Sundays.
Sunday. Sunday is the worst day of the week to be a Brave.
So they need to have rain. They need to have rain.
No, they usually
delays.
end a series on a Sunday.
Yeah. Sundays and Thursdays usually day games.
Yeah. So they have a Friday, Saturday, Sunday series.
And the Braves' day record is just awful, hanging around a 250 mark.
My favorite.
So do you think is that they get drunk the night before, James?
Yeah, they might be just having way too good of a time on a Saturday night to want to get up Sunday morning. Because, you play, look at it, most of your Saturday night games, they're evening games. So you're going to start that thing about 7:15-ish. Then you're going to turn around and tell everybody, all right, guys, be back here at 9 a.m. Yeah.
That's what it is.
That's the thing. So, when you're hungover that bad, it ain't good.
So give us the news.
Well,
what did the Yankees do?
Hold on, we'll talk about it. We're not ready for the Yankees yet, because
I got a Dodgers stat I can give up.
We need to discuss the Braves though. Let's go back into the Braves, because you got to look at. I want to look at what their lineup is, as far as you got Chris Sale coming back. He's rehabbing right now. So when you look at Chris Sale coming back, it makes you wonder if they're going to Max Fried him next year, if they're going to get rid of him or not, because you've got too many starters in that room now. When you got these younger guys coming up and they're doing really good, so I'm not sure if realistically Chris Sale's going to stay.
Yeah.
For me, it would be Spencer Strider. That would be who I would say needs to go, because I just don't think he's going to. I know people are like, oh, well, he's hurt. No, he shouldn't be pitching if he's hurt. And I feel that way about him. But when we look at it, they've won 8 of their last 9. All right. So we got to look at what they're doing. So they swept the White Sox. Mm-hmm. So now coming up, they host the Mets for a 3-game series. The Mets have been terrible. They haven't been good at all. They've won 1 of their last 4, I believe. All right. Then they got the Marlins, the Phillies, and the Cubs. Okay. So you're talking about the Phillies and the Cubs. When I hear Phillies and Cubs, I'm thinking, ruh-roh, Shaggy. I mean, that's what I'm thinking.
And you're not impressed by the Mets because they went on a slide. They were in second.
Right.
They slipped down to six seed in the
Yes,
league.
so they've been down. Yeah. The Mets have been down.
So it's the best time to catch the Mets.
It's a good time to catch them. And then you got the Marlins, who's not looking very good at all, even though they're ahead of the Braves in the division.
Yeah, so they're not looking very good as looking gooder than the Braves.
Gooder than the Braves. But when you think about it, guys, I looked it up. I did the math. They've got to win 80% of their games left to get the wild card. They've got to win 80% of their games. So that's 8 out of 10. Now they've got, chance. Again, you got to look. They've got the Phillies, they've got the Cubs, and they've got the Marlins, and they got the Mets. That's just the next 4 series that they have.
And they're probably all 3-game series.
Yes.
So we got 12 games. Mm-hmm. So you got to win 9.
You got to win 9 out of 12.
So you basically can only lose 1 series.
Well, that's just 4 series. They still have more series after that, obviously.
Oh, yeah. But actually, that's a third of their rest of the schedule because they got 35 or 36 games left right now.
But you're right, though. It's going to be – they're going to keep it interesting and keep playing good and keep winning.
But as soon as they break.
If they go 500, if they split, then it's going to be they're going to mathematically – now look, eliminate themselves.
You still have the Cubs, the Reds, the Brewers. Mm-hmm. Well, I'll give the Brewers a division. They just won today, so they're still like 6 up on the Cubs. So you got the Cubs and the Reds in the Central that are playing the Pirates a lot, that are playing really bad teams. Neither one of those teams is going to start tanking.
Right.
So not only the Braves
we're looking at the Mets because the Mets are the 6th seed, and there's 5 teams between the Mets and the Braves. So you've got to have these 5 teams either do like 50%.
Let's look out
west. And then you got to hop them.
Now you have the Padres, Dodgers.
Yeah.
So that's your 3 wild cards.
So you need to take second from the Mets.
The Mets will be done.
And we make it sound so simple.
The wild cards are going to be the 2 NL Central teams and either the Dodgers or...
Oh, wait. No. The Reds are not in.
The Reds had it.
The Reds are the 7th seed right now.
Reds are 1 game out. Reds are outside looking in. First team.
They're
looking
7.
in.
See, so the Mets are 6. So we're not counting the Reds in. We're not. But we're saying that the only way the Braves can slip in is the Mets have to continue to slide, and those other 5 teams, including the Reds on top, they all have to go like 50%. And the Braves have to go like 29-7.
That's exactly it. So if you look at it,
that's a lot. 29-7.
If they've got 36 games left, is what you said they had.
Yeah, I think that was yesterday before this last game.
So I mean, if they win 29, so do we need to call the manager from Major League and get him started? We need to count down. We need to count down 29 games. No. That's what we need. We need 29 games, Braves fans. We need 29 games, Brian Snicker. We need 29 games, Michael Harris. We got to get 29 games for the Atlanta Braves to make the playoffs.
Ross,
not going to happen.
Ross, are you familiar with Dumb and Dumber?
Very.
Okay.
So you're saying there's a chance?
Yes.
So there is a chance.
That's the line in the movie that comes to mind.
And that's when
there's a chance.
There's 80%. There's an 80% chance. They're hitting the ball. Now, they're scoring runs. Obviously, last night they didn't. Okay, that's the first game they haven't in a while.
They did score runs.
No, they didn't score runs.
No.
They scored a run.
And that's more than the other team, right?
But they're pitching. last night was good, but the night before, not so good. So
roller coaster, man.
I know.
And the problem is, before, when they had these close games like that, they were losing those games.
So, Paul,
at least they're winning the close ones.
You're telling me I should jump on Hard Rock right now and put $1 that the Braves make the playoffs, and I'm going to win that $1.
I'm not telling you that they're gonna do it.
What's the return on that? 80?
Probably $1 million at this point.
No,
because it
I don't
ain't
think
going to happen.
They would not pay out that much.
I mean, but realistically, if you had an opportunity to say, okay, in 36 ball games, 29 games would be the number.
Mm-hmm.
What realistic number do you see the Braves winning in these games? Because they have been hot as of late. The Mets have not been. The Cubs have been not very good. The Phillies have been kind of okay, right? And the Marlins, they haven't been very good. So knowing those things, and I believe they play the Marlins, they'll come back and play the Marlins again. They have another series with the Marlins. So, I mean,
is there any other sport that's more streaky than baseball?
Hockey.
Hockey. Yeah,
Really?
hockey's incredibly streaky.
Wow.
I don't know enough about it, but I know.
I don't know the history, but I'm going to take your word for it. 'Cause he seconded it.
Yeah, but baseball is like,
Baseball's streaky, man.
Yeah,
Golf?
you can lose.
Golf is pretty streaky, but not as bad as baseball.
Basketball is streaky, but really only during the game it gets streaky.
Oh, yeah.
Like if you look at basketball during a game, great streaks during a game, but like if you look at a basketball over a whole 82-game, season, you don't really see the streaks.
Yeah,
No,
that's
'cause
true.
It's always the same 6 teams.
There used to be a rule in basketball, and it was basically if you're 10 points behind with 10 minutes left, there's no chance of you coming back and winning. And then all of a sudden in the mid-90s, it started
changed.
happening.
Yeah, it
And
changed.
it started changing. I don't know if the game sped up or people were just hitting shots from the outside. Because the three-point thing was before that.
Yeah.
So something went off when switching on as far as coaching and the players' ability to think that they can come back from that type of
Well, and
deficit.
used to, whenever, basketball was all about moving the ball and getting, position more than it was, looking to score immediately when the shot was there.
Yeah.
And so that's probably has a lot to do with it. Changed the offenses, which basketball has changed a lot. So has baseball. But when you look at what the Braves are trying to do, you would think, man, we still have a shot because we're not mathematically eliminated as of yet. And I'm dumb enough to believe, and I'm dumb enough to follow because I've seen streaks happen. I've seen things happen. I've seen people do things in life and make everybody in the room, a believer. And so I'm just telling you, if there's an 80%, you got to win 80% of your games. That means that there's probably, where would you say now? After they won last night, now, because yesterday you were saying less than 1%. That's what you said yesterday.
Actually, I think I said.
You said less.
I think I said 0.5%.
Yeah, you said
when it was,
less than
the
1.
Final thing, what I said as 0.5% of them making the playoffs. I must
You still there?
I'm still there.
Yeah.
ESPN is giving the Braves a 0.2% chance.
There you go.
To make the playoffs.
So you got 2%. Yeah, 2.2%.
0.2%.
So you got 99.8% chance of not making the playoffs.
Right.
So my $1 bet would pay out a big chunk.
Yeah.
If you would give me $1 to bet.
Yeah, that's fine, and we can look at that later. But
so I'm believing more than what ESPN's prognosis is on them.
Right. And
it's not just that the Mets slide a little bit, but those other 5 teams have to just be dormant. And not one of those 5 teams can go on a little bit of a run.
Right.
And if they're playing each other, you know how it is. They're all 50%.
Well, if you look at, all right, you got to know who they're playing, and that's where.
What you're looking at, Ross.
I've got the Braves schedule pulled up. The next 3 are at home against the Mets.
Yeah, we know that.
Braves will win 2 out of 3. Then they go at Miami for 3.
Mm-hmm. They can sweep.
At Philly for 4.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Philly's 4.
At the Cubs for 3. Mariners come in for 3.
Mariners again.
Oh. Cubs at home.
Cubs at home.
Astros at home. Nationals at home.
Both of them are down.
Astros are sliding. They're on a 4-game losing streak right now.
Cubs are too.
At the Tigers.
Oh, my God.
Can't lose those.
Forget it, dude.
Ask Scuba to take the week off.
I'll go back down to the 0.2% with ESPN.
That's the only thing that out of all of those teams, the 4-game series with the Phillies, the Tigers come into town, and that's it for me. I think if they can do I think they can make some noise. Whether they're going to do it or not, I don't know. But I do believe in my Braves. I do believe that there's a chance.
Now, the final series is against the Pirates.
Yeah, so there you go. Not too bad. We might be all right.
It'll be done before they get to the Pirates.
That's
done.
Yeah. We'll see. When we come back, we're going to discuss Jeff's favorite baseball team. You're listening to 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Taking your hot takes, rants, and takedowns. Let's hear it on the Red 7T studio line. 850-215-6290. Weather in the Panhandle never stops. Turn to 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
This is Joanna with your latest forecast.
Up to the minute weather reports all day long.
A chance of thunderstorms and moderate rain.
In-depth storm coverage.
Winter Storm Enzo.
And breaking weather as it happens.
Hurricane Helene.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
We do have a tropical storm warning.
Rely on it.
This is Joanna with your latest forecast on ESPN Northwest Florida this Thursday. The rest of the day, possibility of thunderstorms and some sun and 88 with a gentle breeze at 10 miles per hour out of the southwest. Tonight, partly cloudy skies with lows around 80. Tomorrow, mostly sunny in the morning, but otherwise likely thunderstorms and a temperature near 87. Moving into Saturday, about the same with a high of 86 and definite thunderstorms and light showers. This forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for tuning into ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Mid-South Lumber, where they treat you like family. Locally owned and serving the residents of Bay County for over 45 years. See Mid-South Lumber for all of your DIY projects, including windows, doors, siding, lumber, and millwork. Are you building a new home? Bring your contractor in to Mid-South Lumber and meet with a member of their sales team to discuss your framing, siding, windows, and doors. Mid-South Lumber, the biggest little lumber yard in Panama City.
717 West 11th Street. Lone Star Boil House and Sports Bar, where the locals go for the best boiled seafood around. Crawfish, shrimp, red boils, and everything crabs. Watch almost every sporting event in the country on their huge outdoor jumbotron. Follow them on Facebook to stay up to date on weekly events, live music, and food and beer specials. Lone Star Boil House and Sports Bar, your home away from home for sports, good times, and great food. The best boiled seafood. Lone Star Boil House and Sports Bar, 320 West 5th Street, downtown Panama City.
Transmitting from the CBC Construction Studio. And now the Gulf Coast's newest sports talk host, Paul Wilson.
Fresh new start.
Locally sourced, farm to radio. The Sports Blitz.
We're starting fresh.
104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Welcome back. You're listening to the Sports Blitz here on 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Don't forget to call, text the Red 7T's phone line, 850-215-6290. You know, yesterday we were talking, and I just want to make sure that everybody in Sandestin, Destin, and Santa Rosa Beach, we are thinking about you guys. Don't want you to be left out. We're over here in Panama City Beach, but we reach all the way over there to those guys. So I just always want to make sure that we shout you out. Also, don't forget, if you haven't downloaded the ESPN Northwest app, go ahead and do that. That's an awesome way to carry all of our shows, from national shows to the local guys here as well with you. And also don't forget the Facebook page. We've been getting a lot of comments, and Jeff's, been making a lot of people mad on Facebook. So when you look at Facebook, you'll be able to see what people are saying about Jeff as well. So,
most of them are just Yankees fans.
Is that what it is?
Probably. That's what I'm blaming on.
I don't know. I just think that realistically,
or they're your ex-girlfriends.
Well, don't look at me. I don't have any ex-girlfriends. You're the only one doing that.
No.
But anyway.
What's interesting about that is one was a Gator and one was a Seminole.
Yeah.
Because I've only had two girlfriends in the 2 years I've been here.
Yeah. So when so what you said yesterday was true, though, because
what's that?
Is that everybody hears of Seminole or a Gator for the most part, and then third would be Alabama.
Third would be Bama.
Yeah.
That's what we were talking about. There's a lot of states in the South third most followed college team in a lot of these states is Bama.
Yeah.
Especially like Mississippi,
Yeah. Well, and that's where, you below the Mason-Dixon line, winning all those championships and having that going, people grow.
Yeah, people get tired of Mississippi State losing, so they become Bama fans on the east side of Mississippi.
Well, and two, you sometimes get a coach that you don't like. I mean, I guarantee you there's people that are LSU fans right now that don't like Brian Kelly. And they're kind of like, gosh, I'll still root for them.
No, the hate comes from outside on Brian Kelly. It really does.
Really?
Yeah, well, I'm in a group chat with a bunch of LSU guys, and we might joke and make fun of him and all that.
Yeah, but
we made fun of Coach O.
The fake Cajun accent, though, when he first got there.
It wasn't even a Cajun accent. It was like a Southern accent.
I mean,
and he botched it up. We know he botched it up, but we just had fun with it, because we're fun-loving Louisiana people. I mean, we're gonna make fun of everybody. We're equal opportunity.
Yeah, you say that all nice and genuine like that, but when y'all start losing, there's no nice and friendly anymore.
That's because they're not sober enough to type anymore.
Yes. But let's look at Jeff's favorite team, them New York Yankees. Oh yes, last night 6-4. They won over the Rays. That's right, and a pinch hit home run by Giancarlo Stanton, baby. He's on fire. I get it. I know that everybody talks about Aaron Judge, and they should, because he's an awesome player. He's leading just about in every category on the offensive side of the plate. But when you look at what Giancarlo has done, he has really made himself very, very valuable for this Yankee team to go on the run. And so when you look at it, guess what they did last night? They hit more home runs. They tied the 14 home run mark in 2 ball games.
So they did 5 last night.
Yeah, so the last time they've had 14 home runs in 2 ball games. You want to take a guess at what year it was? The last time that's happened in a 2-game stretch? 14 home runs.
99.
99. What do you think?
2020.
What do you think, James? Give me a
it
year.
wouldn't be the COVID year.
2019.
All right, all of y'all were way off. 1901 was the last time they've had 14.
They didn't have the World Series.
Yeah, right.
That's insane.
That's the last time that you've seen a 14 home run game or 2 games to be 14 home runs.
Was that against the Boston Americans?
Probably.
How have they been the Bronx Bombers without hitting bombs?
Well,
this is a long ball. I mean, think about this. 5 home runs. You only scored 6 runs total.
Yeah.
It's a long ball.
Yeah.
With nobody on base.
Yeah. And look at what they did yesterday.
In that short porch.
No, that was yesterday. 6-4.
Or day before.
Oh, the day before was 9 home runs, and you scored 13.
Yeah.
13-3.
Yeah.
So is it the long ball with that bandbox short porch in right field where you sneeze and the ball's over the fence?
Yeah, but the thing is that it wasn't to the short porch. I mean, almost all of them were right-handed batters, and if they were left-handed batters, they hit it opposite field. Mm-hmm. So,
so they got the Red Sox.
Everything you're telling me about Giancarlo Stanton is telling me that he's going to end up on the IL next week.
Well, all I know is he took the 3 games off because of soreness, because he's 35 years old playing right field. But last night, he just came in and pitched it, and there you go. So if you look at it, for the 2 games, he's hit 3. He's hit 3 in 2 ball games, and that is awesome. Because as well as I do, we talked about it yesterday, and as it gets closer and closer, the Red Sox, the Mariners, the Royals, and now I'm throwing in the Guardians as well, because if the Red Sox keep falling, I think in the Guardians win, they can go on a stretch.
They're not even the first team out.
The Guardians
are not the first team out.
I know. They're below the Royals. Right. They're below the Royals. I get it. But I'm just saying.
What's that?
When did they go cold? Because they caught the Tigers.
They started slipping. Yeah.
A week ago, they slipped.
So if you look at it, though, I mean, look at it really good, because the Mariners lost again last night. So if the Mariners keep sliding, the Red Sox and the Yankees, they start up this week to start at Yankee Stadium. Mm-hmm. If the Yankees keep being on a tear, keep winning, refusing to lose, you're going to have a Red Sox team that I don't have any. You got confidence in the Red Sox to make the playoffs?
Oh, yeah.
Do you got confidence in the Red Sox to make the playoffs?
No, and Joey Cora is going to be out of a job.
And that's the thing. I think the Mariners are in trouble. Like, I get it. Kyle Riley is having an awesome year. Go ahead. That's fine. But I'm telling you that I think the Mariners are in trouble. And if they get in trouble, look for the Royals, look for the Guardians, whoever out of those two that get hot. Because, well, the thing is there's only one game separating the Royals and the Guardians.
Yeah, but they're too far behind from the 6th seed.
No, they're only like, I think it's like 2.5 games. If we've got 36, if you look it up, I believe. I got the stat.
Oh, you're right. Okay, so the Mariners are the 6th seed right now, and 2 games, Royals are 2 games behind the Mariners.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, and then the Guardians are 3.
They're 3 games away. Yeah.
So 2 and 3 behind the Mariners. Okay, so the Red Sox are the 5 seed, and you're worried about them. Yeah, right. Where you kind of should be more worried about the Mariners.
I think the Mariners are.
So this is exciting wild card.
That's
race.
What I'm saying. It's really exciting because all those teams. Because you know how the Yankees have been. They were struggling. They went on a slide, and then now they seem to be kind of trajectory and go up.
You know what some of these great teams have in common? Competition within the team. Mm-hmm. Like Juan Carlo gets really good, and then other players around him like, oh, I can do better than him, and they try and compete within the team to do the most within the team.
Yeah, and so when you look at what the Yankees are doing, and then you look now, here comes the Red Sox to town. This series this week and going into the weekend is going to be pivotal, I think, for both of them. Obviously, they'll play again, but if you look at it, this could be, like you said, Joey Cora. What's he going to do? Because
or Alex Cora, sorry.
Yeah. But when you look at what somebody said something to him. There was a ball hit to the outfield, and they didn't send the runner, and they asked why, and it was like, well, we might have made a mistake, and it ended up hurting them in the long run, and they lost. So I agree with you. There's a good chance they don't make the playoffs. They might be looking for another coach in the Red Sox.
The Red Sox need to keep from getting swept in this series.
They just need to be 500. Is that what you mean?
No, 2-1 or
Just don't get swept.
Just don't get swept. Do not get swept. Because if you get swept, that's not only a precursor to what could happen afterwards, but you're slipping well behind the Yankees. The Yankees will be a cinch for that.
Let's see what they're doing. I mean, the Mariners. What's the Mariners got?
The Mariners are a half game below the Red Sox. The Mariners are in the 3 spot.
They're in the 3 spot.
So they got the final playoff or the final wild card.
Mm-hmm. As of now.
Yeah, but the Red Sox, they're playing at New York. They can't get swept.
Yeah. Who do the Mariners, where are they at? Because, who do they play? Who do they have left? Because that's gonna play into it too. That's why I say the Guardians and the Royals, depending on what kind of schedule they have, there's a chance.
We always look at these 2 and 3.
Mariners have the A's next.
There you go.
That's easy.
There you go. I'm telling you.
Well,
but the
thing
A's
is,
crappy.
With having like 35 games left, we forget that, one series is not everything.
No, it's not.
We've got 12 series left.
But if they don't sweep the A's, then they have 3 of them against the Padres and 3 at Cleveland.
There you go. So that Cleveland Mariners is going to be a big deal. Watch what I'm saying.
The Mariners,
a big deal.
Mariners need to sweep the A's.
There was one point where we were really talking about the Guardians as being a definite playoff.
And the Mariners. The Mariners were a big.
Yeah, they came on hot too. Over a while.
There was a point where we were talking. No New York team makes the playoffs.
Oh well, they were both 6s at one time.
They were both 7s, I believe.
Oh really?
I believe the Yankees fell out for like
down
a
to
day.
7.
I don't know if they did or not.
Yeah, maybe around the All-Star break. Maybe I don't know.
No, this is 2 weeks.
Yeah,
2 weeks ago.
Well, we can't ever. I want to watch that series, though. That's going to be interesting, but we're going to move on. We can't not have Chef Ross here and talk about his beloved Milwaukee Brewers. Obviously, he couldn't wait. Early, I send out what we're going to be talking about just to kind of give us a skeleton, and we can kind of put our meat on.
And that was in the first segment.
He couldn't wait. We were talking about the Braves. We were talking about the Yankees, and he had
even the Mariners.
We were talking about the Mariners. We were talking about the Red Sox. But then he's like, "Oh, the Brewers just won, and the Brewers and the Brewers and the Brewers." So now, Chef Ross, go ahead and give us what you think and what's going on with the Brewers. I know what's his name. I always pronounce it wrong. Murowski.
Mizorowski.
Mizorowski pitched last night.
He got hammered.
He got hit pretty good, and did they win or did they lose?
They lost last night.
They lost last night. Yep, that's what I thought.
They lost 4-3 last night.
But they won today during the daytime.
They won today.
Yeah, so they just won.
I believe. Well, it was a 5-game series, so the Cubs got 3 out of 5.
Ooh.
So how many games are they up right now?
7 games up.
So they're
on the
up.
Cubs.
So they're definitely going to,
And I kind of wanted the Cubs to play this series competitive because I don't want the Brewers to run away with division and coast into the playoffs, and then all of a sudden that hot team in the National League wild card.
See, some people don't believe in that, but I do. I believe in the hot
I believe in the one. I believe in the 1 seed.
No.
Because you're playing the 4 or the 5, where the 2 is almost always playing the 3.
And it's like they're playing like somebody that's right there with them that's been the same as them all year.
I would rather take an easy 4 or 5, and then you're ready for that 2 or 3 in the league championship.
The Arizona Diamondbacks came in as the 6th seed, absolutely demolished the Brewers. The New York Mets last year came in as the hot team, absolutely demolished the Brewers. It's happened my entire life where the Brewers are coasting, have the home field, and lose in the first round.
Yeah, well,
I want the Brewers to be the hot team.
It's crazy to think that the Reds are 13 games back in the division, and they're trying to get in the playoffs. 13 games back in their division.
Yeah.
I mean, 80 wins already. We got 34 games left for them.
The news for yesterday is it was Free Burger Day in Milwaukee. George Webb gave out their free burgers yesterday.
Okay.
So that's what it was yesterday? Yeah. I knew it was coming, but I wasn't sure.
Have you had the burgers?
I have not had a George Webb's burger.
Okay.
Now, who's George Webb?
So he's the owner of the restaurant group, and in like the 40s, he made a bet that if the Milwaukee Braves ever won 12 games in a row, he would give everybody a free cheeseburger.
And at a restaurant?
At all of his restaurants. I think there's like 9 of them now.
In Milwaukee? Or
in the Milwaukee area.
Around? Okay.
And back then it was probably like 20, I'm sure. There's a bunch of them.
Yeah, there's 9 now, so there's probably
9
2
now, but yeah.
And it's only happened 2 other times since 1940 when George Webb made the bet.
12 games in a row. That's like at least 4 different, if not 5 different opponents.
They went 14 in a row, though.
Yeah,
they went 14 in a row.
So that's at least 5, probably 6 different opponents. That's pretty remarkable.
And then around the All-Star game, they went 11 in a row.
Yeah.
I had 3 different friends on Facebook had messaged me yesterday after I said that when you said that, the girl only lasted 11 days and that I said that the Mariners had a longer win streak than you did. They said that was that's pretty funny.
Yeah.
But,
well, my 11-day streak is not impressive.
No, it's not.
So my favorite stat is since the All-Star break, the Colorado Rockies have won 15 games and the Los Angeles Dodgers have won 14 games.
Yeah, now that is true. The Dodgers have been struggling, and we didn't talk about it because I love the Dodgers too. Now I love Shohei, and he didn't look very good last night. They hit him pretty good, and
they've lost the last 3 of his starts.
Yeah. He's given up runs and hits, and
he needs to not be pitching.
Well,
that's what I've been saying all year.
I know, but we don't know. You got to let your star. You got to keep them happy. So you got to let them know whether or not.
I don't think it's a deal breaker like this Travis Hunter.
Right.
Trying to play both sides.
Right.
Yeah. I don't think it's a deal breaker for Ohtani.
His agent should be telling him not to play both sides.
True.
Because his agent wants him to get that second contract, so his agent gets paid cha-ching.
Oh, yeah.
You don't get the second contract if you're getting murdered on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, but he's still, I just would say keep him happy, keep him going, if that's something he wants to do. And you never know. He could just be that guy that comes in and throws, 4 or 5 innings, or just say, hey, let's give me 3 and see what happens.
But
These guys know
you don't
what
want to have
doing.
him in a relief spot, though.
No. I'm saying start the game or whatever, but these guys know what they're doing. They get paid all this money. They know exactly what they're doing. They're returning, they're defending World Series champions. I have a lot of confidence in what they're doing up there. They'll figure it out. They'll be all right. I don't think he's going to have any kind of problems.
That's sacrilegious to the Brewers case now.
Yeah.
Talking about the Dodgers like that. And I don't want to say that the Brewers are going to the World Series, but,
I think they only had like the 4th best odds.
Well, they have the 4th best odds, and they already hit 80 wins. This is crazy.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they're going to make it, but
I'm not even saying they're a cinch for. Well, no, they're going to win 100 games.
Yeah, they're going to easily win 100.
You say easily, but 34 games left. That means you go 20-14, and you get 100 wins.
Yeah,
20-14 sounds about logical.
Yeah, that's pretty logical. But when we come back, we're going to discuss whether or not the Major League realignment is going to happen, and do we think it's fair? You're listening to 104.3 ESPN, Northwest Florida.
Call in now.
This is Touchstone Service.
The Red 70 studio line is open.
Demonstrate how to make a call with your dial telephone.
850-215-6290.
ESPN, Northwest Florida.
The Sports Blitz.
Because I don't like the guy either. I mean, gosh, he comes up with some of the craziest stuff, and it's usually anti-SEC, it's anti-Alabama, and it's sickening at times.
Cannell's starting to play the game plan. He's starting to trigger some of those Alabama fans.
Yeah, well, he needs to have his security there because us Alabama fans, we don't forget. And Danny Cannell, that's right, buddy. If you're here on vacation, we're coming for you.
The Sports Blitz.
Live and local, weekdays, 4 to 6.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
Taco Bell is now on DoorDash in Port St. Joe. That's right, you can enjoy craveable tacos, burritos, and more delivered right to your door. Craving a late night snack? Taco Bell of Port St. Joe has you covered. Open until 1, 7 days a week. Plus, start your day off with their delicious breakfast menu, available until 10 a.m. Taco Bell, where the craveable comes true. Taco Bell, now on DoorDash in Port St. Joe.
Tired of boring merch and want your brand to stand out like the big names? Elevate your look with Red 7 Tees. They don't just print shirts, they create bold identities. They are a veteran-owned custom apparel shop providing the kind of detail that turns heads, using high-quality digital printing and embroidery to give you that unique style you love with no minimums or cookie-cutter designs. From small business to sports teams, if you've got a vision, they'll help you wear it proudly. Visit red7tees.com.
Are you hungry for authentic Mexican cuisine? Then come to El Rodeo Tequila Bar and Grill, where we serve up the freshest, most flavorful dishes on the beach. El Rodeo Tequila Bar and Grill, a great location, comfortable atmosphere, and happy hour from 3 to 7. Buy one, get one free, regular margaritas and 12-ounce house drafts. And you're going to love their lunch specials Monday through Friday from 11 to 3. Plus live music Wednesdays and Saturdays starting at 5:30. El Rodeo Tequila Bar and Grill, Thomas Drive across from the Navy base. And 10908 Front Beach Road.
Now, we're live and local inside the CBC Construction Studios. The new Sports Blitz.
Oh, yes!
Rants, hot takes, and huge reactions are incoming on 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
That's right, you heard them best. It's the Sports Blitz with Paul Wilson here on 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Don't forget to call, text the Red 70s phone line, 850-215-6290. We've been talking a lot of baseball. We got the baseball experts in the building, all three of them. But when you look at what happened, we didn't discuss it yet. There's a 10-game suspension for Victor Rubles for throwing his bat at the pitcher.
That's a great
in
deal.
Tacoma, Washington, for the AAA affiliate. Now, obviously throwing a bat is not something you want to see. Obviously, it's not something you want to do. Obviously, not something you want to happen to you. But when you look at it, what is going on? Because when I first saw it, I was like, this guy's got to be a lunatic. This guy's got to be crazy. This guy's got to have something wrong with him. But I don't believe so, and let me tell you why. Because he was hit 4 times in the ball games. Now, the other part of it is that the 2 other times he dodged it. So there was 6 times where he was thrown at. And then the same pitcher, the one that he ended up throwing the bat at, hit him twice in back-to-back at-bats. And that, to me, my friend, and you can say what you want, no, I'm not advocating for people to throw bats at pitchers. Don't get me wrong. Don't do it. But I also think that that bat is a dangerous weapon. But that baseball is pretty dangerous, too. And he's already on assignment. He's already rehabbing. He's coming back from an injury. Why in the world is a AAA pitcher throwing at a big leaguer getting back to the league.
So what's happening here, and let's just face it, minor league baseball now, they're not pitching. Look at most of the guys that are coming into Major League Baseball now. They're not pitching. They're throwing. We're not teaching them how to pitch anymore. We are teaching them how to get the highest velocity, and we're teaching them how to get the most spin on a baseball. We don't care where it goes. We don't want Greg Maddux anymore. We want speed. We want numbers. And that's what's happening. You can even go look at a few years ago when the Pirates were bringing up a whole bunch of guys. They were trying to throw inside, but they don't know how. So they were just beaning people left and right because you've got to know how to throw. You've got to know how to pitch, especially if you want to get inside, especially if you want to go tight. You got to know how to pitch. And these kids don't know how to pitch anymore.
And that's the key because everybody's doing it. Travel baseball's doing it. If you look at Little League World Series that's going on right now, they're doing it. All they care about is how hard are they throwing? How hard are they throwing? How hard are they throwing? We don't care about location as much. Let's throw the baseball as hard as we can. That was a great insight. Pitching instead of throwing. That's exactly what they're doing. And I don't know. There had to be something going on. For him to be thrown at 6 times in the last, I think it was 2 ball games, 6 times in 2 ball games against the same team, that's just not right. And I don't, you know what? You can say what you want. I don't blame the guy for throwing his bat at him.
You don't throw the bat at him. You go out like every other baseball brawl. You run out and meet in the middle and have a conversation.
Oh, my God. What are you shaking hands singing Kumbaya?
When's the last time outside of Nolan Ryan and Robin Ventura that there's been fists thrown in a baseball brawl?
There's been some.
The Reds and Pirates a couple of years ago had a great
but you go out
Yeah.
and you do that, and the benches come out and the bullpens come out, and 10 minutes later, they have dinner plans.
But the
He's
thing,
not playing in the inner city ever.
No. No. But again, man, you got to think he was already hurt. He was rehabbing.
Yeah.
He's coming back. So he's probably thinking, I'm not going to charge the mound because I don't want to get hurt again because things happen. I'm going to throw my bat at him.
No.
I'm going to throw my bat at him.
Guy?
Yeah, he was pretty mad. He was aggravated.
Well, no. He was,
he's rocked up.
Forearms.
Yeah,
he
rocked
wasn't
up.
a small guy. If I were him, I would have not placed the bat down on the ground. I would have dropped the bat, and I would have probably, I don't want to say,
You would have charged.
Set it down nicely.
You'd have charged the mound.
Probably after all that other things in front
Absolutely.
of it, I would have,
Because
I don't even know if Tacoma was even playing at home. Was Tacoma? I don't know if they're playing at home.
I don't either.
But that's who it was. It was Tacoma.
Yeah,
That's who it
Tacoma,
was.
Washington. Yeah.
Yeah, and they're Mariners.
That's their affiliate. Yeah. So, I just wanted to bring that up because I wanted to get your opinions on it.
There's got to be something behind the scenes that we don't know about, like when this kid was a minor leaguer.
Yeah, could have been something
They
else.
might have history.
They might
and
be
nobody's
former
writing about
teammates
it.
and never got along, and this guy might not be a good teammate at all, or
There might have been some trash talk.
Could have been.
Somebody said
as
something about
always.
somebody's mom.
Well, we got to look at it, guys. The potential Major League Baseball realignment. Rob Manfred has come out, and he is pushing it. And if you look at it, I don't know if you guys have looked at it or not, they're wanting to put, like, say, for example, the NL Midwest. They want to put the Cubs, the White Sox, the Cardinals, and the Reds together. And then let's look at the AL Northeast. This is the one that everybody's looking at. You got the Yankees, you got the Mets, you got the Red Sox, and the Phillies. If you could imagine, that would be some crazy. To me,
That's stacked.
yeah, that's a stacked one. You look at, like, the NL Central, you got the Rockies, the Royals, the Rangers, and the Astros. And then the AL Mid-Atlantic, this is probably the worst. The Orioles, the Washington Nationals, the Pirates, and the Guardians.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm saying as far as the worst division, that would be the worst one.
Oh, okay.
The Twins, the Tigers, the Brewers, and the Blue Jays.
That's the
AL
one that
Great
doesn't
Lakes.
make sense.
Yeah.
Geographically, if you look at the map and you see, so Toronto's over here in Ontario,
right,
and Detroit. Okay, I get that.
Other way
'Cause
around.
It's not. Well, no.
Detroit's above Toronto. No,
Toronto's up here.
but you go from Detroit, you go south to get to Toronto.
No, you go east and then you go a little bit up. You go north a little bit. But I know. So anyway, so those two make sense. But the other two
and the Minnesota,
that makes zero sense because it's so far west of Chicago and everyone else,
especially Minnesota.
So that's the one that didn't really make sense as far as like the geography goes, because it's like over here and over here, and then you have another division where Chicago's at.
Then you can't put Minnesota in with the Rockies and the Texas teams because that's too far to drive.
You can put the is it Twins, Brewers, and Cardinals in a Chicago team.
Yeah, you could have done that.
Could have done something like that.
The NL Southwest, the Dodgers, the Padres, the Angels, and the Diamondbacks. That makes sense geographically.
Yeah.
The NL Northwest, you're looking at the Mariners, the A's, the Giants, and then
now
that's the Portland team.
But the A's have relocated
to Las Vegas.
They're not in Northern California any longer.
Right.
So it's a little skewed with that.
Yeah.
Because you would put Vegas in the Southwest.
Well, they also got the Portland team.
You don't have
the Portland team is a new team.
Yeah,
so Portland, Seattle, San Francisco, your fourth team should still not be Vegas.
It should have been maybe.
It should have been LA or Angels.
Yeah, the Angels or the Dodgers. Yeah.
They still don't have Nashville in there either, and that's going to be the other team expanding.
Well, the other team that they're talking about goes into the AL Southeast, which is the Braves, the Marlins, the Rays, and a Charlotte team.
Oh,
that's who they've got.
Wait, what?
They've got Charlotte in there.
Manfred had Nashville as the leading.
No, Nashville's the number one.
But Charlotte deserves
name before Portland. Before Portland, Nashville's the one.
Yeah, but that's what's on the Major League.
You can't put two teams in the East. You got to do an East and a West if you're going to expand by two.
Unless you do what the Brewers and the Astros had happen to them.
Yeah, that's true.
And
which was stupid. And as Bud Selig's shenanigans.
I love the Brewers.
No, it was the most wrong thing they ever did to the Astros was bring the Brewers over, make it odd number, and then say, oh, somebody's got to go back over to AL. Well, guess what? The Brewers should have been the one going back over. I'm sorry. That was wrong for them to send the Astros over with their history in the National League.
Hold on.
They screwed the Astros.
How many World Series have they won being in the AL?
2.
How many did they win the NL?
Well, I mean, they're only around since, 67 or 65?
You should be cheering that they got to the World Series and won the World Series because they're American League
they
teams.
screwed the Astros.
They screwed them so well, they gave them 2 trophies.
That was an inside job. The Brewers got the inside job because of Bud Selig.
I couldn't believe they moved them, though. I just, it didn't seem right.
Even if you do move the Brewers over and make it an odd number, I mean, they should have been the one that goes back.
Who should have went instead of the Astros?
The Brewers should have gone back to the AL because they already went to the NL.
Right.
So then move them back if you want to try and move somebody back to the AL. It's the same thing with Seahawks. I didn't like it when the Seahawks jumped because we had Texans and Browns were the expansion teams.
Right.
And they moved the Seahawks. I didn't like that move.
So
why not?
Here's the real question.
Well, the history behind the Seahawks and the AL West.
With all of the ones that were there.
And the Chiefs would have not been in the West any longer. They would have had to go to the Central.
Yeah, they would have to move the
which would have made perfect sense.
Yeah, because Denver and LA at the time, the Raiders, they were all over.
Yeah, they were all over.
They were all
so
over
then
there.
the Chiefs go to the Central and the Seahawks stay in the West.
They stay there.
And then, so I guess it would have been weird, but I don't know.
But the Brewers,
hearsay.
What's the difference between American League Baseball and National League Baseball right now?
Well, you play your league more than the other one. No, you do. Yeah.
You play everybody. You're still playing everybody.
You're playing everybody, but you still play within.
You still have the
play
DH
within the National League,
everywhere.
American League, more.
You're playing American League rules in every ballpark in the world or in MLB right now.
Yeah, you still play the same rules. They took away.
Yeah,
now,
the
did y'all like
hitter's gone?
Did y'all like that? Did y'all like that the pitchers hitting? Did y'all like the pitchers hitting?
Yes.
Yes. It's part of the game. Everybody bats.
I'll agree with that.
Yeah, so everybody.
It's tradition, man.
Yeah, I do too. I liked it. I liked seeing the pitchers hit because you had some pitchers that could actually hit.
The only argument that I have against having the NL have the pitchers hitting is that you had that AL history of having the designated hitter.
Right.
Now you have two different types of ball games going on, and they meet each other at the finals because they didn't do interleague play back in the 90s.
No, they didn't.
And before.
And that was what was awesome is because it would always happen in the World Series, and it was great to see because, forever and a day, you never saw those guys hitting, and it's like, oh, man, I want to see, whoever hit, and now they all don't hit. And so, and I get it. Don't get me wrong. I get what they're trying to do.
I don't like it.
But I'm not a fan of it either.
I don't like the DH at all.
You don't like the DH at all?
No.
I like it in one or the other.
I don't like it at all.
I would like to see the pitchers hit
I see
every
why
once
they
in a
have
while.
it. because the players union gets an extra rep or an extra person on the roster.
Right. That's
you're
true.
Playing 10 playing 10 players instead of 9.
That's true. But you get an extra hitter. And that's the thing. I mean,
I want the pitchers.
More hitting. You have more hitting.
You get more hitting.
More hitting.
Yeah. So instead of
that's
Greg Maddux
that's a good thing about it.
But you know what? Hold on. If you look at it though, what they messed up with is that pitchers had to stop working on bunting. Because
not just bunting, but everything.
But most of the time, the pitchers would bunt.
Yeah.
And that's a lost art. It's a lost art in the major league play. And you see it, too, because when you call for a bunt, they'll do it every blue moon, and it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. But now, still, the college game still uses it, and they used it a lot in the World Series. But that's one of the arts of baseball that has been lost due to that. So, like it or love it, it's gone. It's never coming back. And when we come back, we're going to be talking about who's got the hardest schedule, who's got the easiest schedule. College football. You're listening to 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Get in the game. Call or text us now on the Red 7T studio line. 850-215-6290. Have you ever wanted to reach out and smack someone?
Sit your ass down and shut up!
The new Sports Blitz. Rants, hot takes, and huge reactions are incoming.
You've got to have a bad game at some point.
Feel the burn.
This is unacceptable at the University of Alabama!
The Red 7T studio line.
This could go 7 games.
850-215-6290. ESPN Northwest Florida. Get in the game.
This is Joanna with your latest forecast on ESPN Northwest Florida this Thursday. The rest of the day, possibility of thunderstorms and some sun and 88 with a gentle breeze at 10 miles per hour out of the southwest. Tonight, partly cloudy skies with lows around 80. Tomorrow, mostly sunny in the morning, but otherwise likely thunderstorms and a temperature near 87. Moving into Saturday, of the same with a high of 86 and definite thunderstorms and light showers. This forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for tuning into ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Your NFL and college football headquarters is Dak Cajun Place. With 27 TVs, you won't miss a play or a game. Score 50-cent wings during live games every Monday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday. 50-cent wings and $5 pitchers during live games only at Dak Cajun Place. LSU and Saints fans, wear your team colors and get free Jell-O shots when LSU or the Saints score. Plus brunch on Saturday and Sunday from 10 to 2 with $3 mimosas. Game like a local at Dak Cajun Place.
Take your next adventure in an award-winning Kia from Bill Bird Kia. Discover the new Kia. We invite you to stop by Bill Bird Kia and test drive the new 2025 Kia. You'll get the perfect balance of comfort, safety, and technology. The 2025 Kia SUV family has movement that inspires. Drive away today in a new 2025 Kia Soul, Seltos, Sportage, Sorrento, or Telluride. Fuel the thrill and command the road in the luxury of a 2025 Kia K5 sedan from Bill Bird Kia. Performance, power, and design built for you. Spark inspiration in the all-electric 2025 EV9. It's a modern masterpiece, fast charging, rugged, and roomy. Bill Bird Kia is the original home for the 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty. Stop by 2435 East 15th Street, Panama City, or anytime at BillBirdKia.PanamaCity.com. We'll treat you like family and give you the peace of mind you can trust. Your local community dealer is Bill Bird Kia.
WGSX Lynn Haven, WVLQ Port St. John. Powered by Panama City Toyota, ESPN Northwest Florida. Broadcasting from the CBC Construction Studios. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida airs the biggest games of the week from the SEC, ACC, and beyond. If it matters in college football, it's on 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Now back to the Sports Blitz.
Oh, yes, it is 5 o'clock. You made it past Thursday. We got one more day till Friday, and then the weekend, baby. You're listening to 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. This is the Sports Blitz with Paul Wilson. We're so glad that you're here. We're glad that you made it past. Maybe you just jumped in your truck, your car, and you turned on the radio, and now you get to hear a bunch of crazy guys talk about college football, which is awesome, if I would say. But if you want to look at it, if you don't want to just hear us, you can look at it on Facebook, or you can look at it on YouTube. Just type in ESPN Northwest Florida. You can find us there. You can see Jeff wearing his Legends Never Die shirt, Ross wearing the American flag, me wearing the Alabama Crimson Tide, and James wearing, I think, the Tampa Bay Rays jersey. So there you go, a little bit of everything when you're listening to the Sports Blitz. But guys, we got to talk about it. It's already out. The schedules are out. We've got to discuss it. We're going to go with who's got the toughest schedules. We've already got somebody that has made a statement on our Facebook page, and we want to go ahead and say that first. We'll give you the floor first here. Let's see if I can find it. I know it was on here, and I believe it was the good old Miami Hurricane saying that they've got probably one of, if not the hardest schedule, and I'm just going to let it sit for a little while to let you hear whether or not the Miami Hurricanes are on the list. So we're going to take the top 10 of the hardest schedule, and we will go with age before beauty. So, Jeff, you will get the first pick of the top 10. So go ahead and give us your pick for the hardest schedule in the college football 2025 season.
It's the gimme. I'm just going to do Gators.
All right, the Florida Gators, they are stopping in at number 2. We're going to go to James next. James, what you got on this hardest schedule?
Wisconsin plays a bunch of top 25 teams, so they got to be, I think, somewhere in there.
Wisconsin checks in at number 4 on the list. And now, Chef Ross, what you got for the top 10?
Hardest schedules, give me the Auburn Tigers.
The Auburn Tigers are not on the list at all. So the Auburn Tigers did not make it. So Hugh Freeze, you got an easy one this year, buddy. Go ahead, Jeff. Who you got next?
Oh, goodness.
I thought I had
South Carolina.
South Carolina comes in, checking in at number 7. South Carolina is at number 7. James, what you got, man?
I'm thinking somebody up in the Big Ten, but somebody not like going to be on like the top of the list there, but somebody that's in there that's got to play all those teams. So maybe somebody like Rutgers.
Rutgers is not on the list. You know, Rutgers is one of those teams that, you know, when you really look at it, you got to know whether or not they have scheduled anybody out of conference, and I don't think they have. So
like Minnesota, they avoid
the out of conference deal, and it doesn't work for them because their strength of schedule is really not that good. So where you at now, Ross? What you got now?
Give me Clemson.
Clemson is not on the list. Obviously, they're not on the list because the majority of their schedule is the terrible ACC.
So they're
not even on the top 10.
I know they're playing LSU, but I guess they're not playing Notre Dame then.
I don't think so, no.
Yeah.
I don't
but they
believe
do play South Carolina at the end of the year.
They play South Carolina,
so starting and ending
Dame
with a SEC team is pretty impressive.
That is good.
I mean, that's not avoiding big
Well,
games.
and the deal is that their out-of-conference schedule is harder than their in-conference schedule.
Somebody in the ACC has got to be on that top 10 list.
All right. So where are we at?
Somebody in that ACC has got to be in that top 10.
Okay,
ACC?
So here we go. You're up, Jeff. What you got?
Well, I can't go with Virginia Tech if I was going to go ACC. That's not my answer. Virginia Tech is not my answer.
Okay, well, go ahead.
But, oh, goodness. And, you know, when he said Rutgers, it actually reminded me of Maryland because Maryland doesn't always avoid out-of-conference games. And you got to say, I'm sure they're definitely playing Penn State, probably Ohio State.
Well, one of our listeners said that the Florida State Seminoles, and they wrote Go Noles. But no, unfortunately, the Florida State Seminoles are not on the list, even though they start out with one of the best teams in college football, the Alabama Crimson Tide. Okay, now
I'm going to say Oklahoma.
Oklahoma, you can put them down as the hardest schedule for the year. The Oklahoma Sooners have drawn the hardest schedule of the year, and this is done by several media outlets, so it's not just one specific, but the Oklahoma Sooners have got the hardest schedule. Now, we're going to take a little pause right now. That is the reason I have told everybody that Brent Venables will be looking for a job after this season. He is going to be a coordinator. He's not a head coach. He is a coordinator. He's going to be gone. The Oklahoma Sooners, you need to find you a new coach.
So I didn't want to upset Brandon yesterday.
Okay.
So I didn't bring it up.
Okay.
It entered my mind yesterday, and it was like, well, who would Oklahoma go get?
Oh, yeah. Yes, they would.
Josh Heupel.
Yes, they would. Josh Heupel, you mark it down. If Oklahoma, they're going to throw everything they got because why not, right? They got the hardest schedule in football, so we're going to have an opportunity.
We were saying the same thing about Billy Napier last year. The Florida Gators had
not we. Coach Hale was.
It's not just Hale.
And there was probably
a lot of people. A lot of people were.
A lot of people
they
were.
had the toughest schedule ever.
Were you a part of the we?
Probably, but and he ended up having a pretty decent season.
Yeah,
it's the toughest schedule ever, and I think he still has a job.
You say pretty good. The two games that really stick out of my mind, and they were so late, was LSU and Ole Miss. They beat those two teams in the last 4 weeks of the,
And that's the key. They went on a run, and they've got a freshman quarterback. The difference with Oklahoma, they don't have a freshman quarterback. Their coach
They might be out of a quarterback because of the whole betting thing.
Yeah.
Because he's a transfer.
He didn't do very good last year. The only thing that really made his seat not so hot coming into this year is that he got the transfer quarterback from Washington State, Mateer, that you're talking about, but he also beat Alabama. That was huge for him to keep his job because they were talking about how unhappy they were. And so, but we do have a caller on the Red 7T's phone line. We're going to go ahead and take it. Are you there?
Jack.
Yes, I'm here, Jack Patterson.
Hey, buddy. What's going on, man?
What's going on, man? It was me that said that. I didn't mean that Florida State had the hardest schedule. I'm a Seminole fan, but I was saying Florida Gators.
Yeah, Florida Gators were number 2. That's exactly right. So, yeah, the Florida Gators were the number 2.
And we're going one people who, are reporting on this, but some people have the Gators as number 1 over Oklahoma.
Yeah, but Oklahoma has the toughest schedule. But, yeah, and, the Florida State Seminoles, they do start out pretty hard with Alabama. So, I mean, that is one of the things. But they're in-season schedule in their conference is not too hard.
And the sad part is that there's some teams out of conference have tougher schedules, but their in-conference is weak, like South Florida down in Tampa.
Yeah.
I can't remember who they opened with, but they opened up with a ranked team, and they followed with the Gators and the Hurricanes at back-to-back.
Oof. I mean, that's pretty tough.
They have the hardest out-of-conference schedule of anybody in the nation, but then they are weak with Temple and Navy and East Carolina.
If you look at it, that's the same thing with Clemson as well. Clemson's out of schedule.
Yeah.
Out of conference schedule is harder. Hey, Jack, real quick, I know you're a Florida State fan. Do you believe that Florida State has a 50% chance, or are you saying an 80% chance to beating Alabama in that first game?
Hey, being a Florida State fan, I can only say this right here. I can only say a win's a win. If we win, we win. If we don't, because it's like a lottery right now with Florida State.
I got you. I believe it will. Yeah, go ahead, Jack. Sorry.
That's the way it's been for the last few years now.
Oh, yeah. Well, and that's the way it works with Florida State. Well, thank you for calling, Jack. We appreciate it. Who's up next? Was that you next that was going?
No, I'm the one that said Oklahoma.
Okay, yep. So James, you got it. What you got?
Let's stick in the SEC. Give me Mississippi State.
Mississippi State checks in at number 6. Wow. So there you go. Again, we're going to take a little bit of a pause. Their coach didn't do so well last year, so I'm telling you, if these guys with the harder schedules, Oklahoma, Florida, Mississippi State, those guys, because you don't want to start a pattern of losing in the SEC and being everybody's whipping boy, and then the next thing you know, nobody wants to come there. And you just remember, you got Coach O, and you got Jimbo, and you got John Gruden, all wanting to coach. So
Starkville's not a very attractive place to go coach.
Stark Vegas is not a very attractive place, but they're in the SEC. They got the cowbells, and I mean, I guess their only claim to fame recently is Dak Prescott was there, because Jackie Sherrill's he's been gone for a long time.
Well, that and they lost Coach Leach right before season 2. So
yeah, I mean that's terrible. I hated to see that, but man, they got one of those schedules, and the thing is that it's inside the SEC, and that's the problem. All right, so
let me stay within the SEC and go to one of my favorite cities, Nashville.
All right,
and Vanderbilt.
Vanderbilt checks in at number 5.
Wow.
So Vanderbilt, again, let's stop. They've got their coach. He went there. He loves his city. He loves his team. You got, is it Diego Pavia? He's the quarterback
from New
there.
Mexico.
Right.
Yeah.
And he really has the opportunity to do something huge. But, you know, I don't really know. Can you beat Alabama 2 years in a row?
No. No, you can't.
Otherwise, Alabama's looking for a new coach.
Ooh. Wow. And fight words right there.
Well, we got a text message.
The only way you keep your job if you lose to Vandy is that your only other loss is Georgia.
Yeah.
And you have to beat
I'm
LSU.
not even sure losing to Georgia would keep that job. The only way to keep a job losing to Vandy is you win the Natty.
No, you go 10-2, you lose to Vandy and Georgia. You're 10-2, you go into the playoffs, you keep your job.
All right, so we got another text from the Red 70s phone line. Tim says that Florida State's schedule is almost as soft as Danny Cannell. So there you have it. I mean, I agree with you, Tim. That's exactly right. Again, we, I don't know, man. I guess it's getting to the bullying stage now with us and Danny Cannell. I hope he doesn't hear, but I kind of do. All right, so who's up? You're up next, right?
I'm up.
What
We
you
got 4 of the top 10 left. We're missing number 3, 8, 9, and 10.
Yep.
I'm going to go with Kentucky.
Kentucky checks in at number 8. And here we go again. Now you got a Kentucky team that last year's claim to fame was beating Ole Miss, who inevitably knocked Ole Miss out of the playoff.
Yep.
So, but that wasn't good enough, because I used to live in Kentucky. I know the fans are getting a little bit edgy. I get it. Kentucky's always been a basketball school, but Mark Stoops, what he did and how he turned the ship and how he made them believe, because if you remember, they were undefeated and went to play Georgia, and then Georgia kicked them in the mouth. And that's, everybody was believing. I was there during that time. They were believing. Oh, man, Benny Snell, all of that thing, Josh Allen, the defensive Josh Allen. But when you look at it, Mark Stoops last year, they were not good. They were not good at all. They got the Georgia transfer, and he didn't work out at all. Vandergriff.
I think Vanderbilt beat Kentucky. Yeah, I know they did.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a big deal. So be looking, again, they're number 6. Now you're looking at another SEC job opening. Now, there's people saying that the guy at Tulane, Summerall, has got ties to Kentucky, and that's going to be the fit that happens. But we'll see. Either way, don't forget, if you got somebody you want to talk about, if you think somebody has the hardest schedule, call in, text in 850-215-6290. James, what is your next pick?
Have we said LSU yet?
We have not said LSU, and
I'm saying LSU now then.
LSU is number 9 on the list. So they did make the list. So now you've got
number 3 and number 10 left.
Oklahoma, Florida, Wisconsin, Vanderbilt, Mississippi State, South Carolina, Kentucky, and LSU all on the list. And now we go to Chef Ross. What do you think?
I'm going out west.
Okay.
To the school of Nike and the Oregon Ducks.
You should stay out west because they're not on the list. No, sir, not on the list. Oregon did not make it. obviously their cupcake schedule in the Big Ten. Who are they playing? I mean, probably Rutgers, probably Minnesota, probably, all the
They must have the hard games.
Wait, did you say you said Oregon, right?
Oregon,
yeah. So they do not play Ohio State.
They do not
and
play.
That's the big drop-off from
And they
last year.
probably play Michigan and Penn State out west.
I bet they don't.
They're not considering where they play. They're only considering who they're playing.
I bet they don't play one or the other. I bet they only have one.
Yeah.
I'm not sure Michigan or Penn State.
That being a home game is a lot different than traveling into.
True, but I'm pretty sure they're not considering where they play.
I bet you out of those three, the Penn State, Michigan, and Ohio State, they're only playing one out of that group, and that's why they made the list. Okay, who you got?
Actually, I think Oregon does play Penn State.
That'd probably be the only one.
I think they play Iowa, which is, not bad. There's only two SEC teams I would think would be possible here. And then, of course, I don't know if they're the last two because we have number 3 and number 10 left. Because it's hard to not say a Big Ten team. But anyway, I'm going to go with Bama.
Bama is not on the list. So we did not make the list. So, so I don't think
your
Kalen DeBauer is going to be
your non-conference is freaking Florida State and Wisconsin.
Yeah.
And Southwest Alabama State Technical School of Engineering.
No, they're not playing Mercer this year. They played them last year.
They played them like last
That was
5
the
years.
cupcake last year is Mercer.
I think it's Southwest Louisiana or something like that.
No, it's not. It's not Bobby Boucher. That's who that school is.
I know. That's what I was saying it for.
It was actually South Central Louisiana State University. It was like really long name.
Yeah.
That's what the Bobby Boucher school was.
Now, are the Bouchers and the Simpsons, are they kin or no? I mean, are you kin to Bobby
He's
Boucher?
probably down Bayou Teche, and we're from down Bayou Lafourche,
Nice. All right, James, you got one left.
How about Ohio State?
Ohio State is not on the list. No way.
God.
Absolutely not.
No, Texas.
Another bad.
They don't play Oregon.
Another bad conference. They're not giving anything to the Big Ten on this one. Another bad conference.
So
they're
bad conference.
That's your
two-time
hint.
national champions.
So that's your hint. There's no Big Ten on the list. So Arkansas is still out there.
All right, here we go. What you got?
I'll take your hint. I'll go Arkansas.
Arkansas is number 3 on
There you go. So we're missing number 10. Who's number 10?
Hold on. Time out. Let's look at this. Arkansas. Here we go again. Sam Pittman, he's not going to be the coach at the end of the season. They could cut him out during the season. They've got Bobby Petrino there as their offensive coordinator. There's a good shot that he will stay on and be their head coach unless a Gruden, unless a Jimbo, or unless
another scandal.
Something else comes up. I'm just saying that's going to be another one of those guys that is going to be gone. So as we're looking at it right now, you got Stoops.
Keep them off the motorcycles.
You got Stoops. You got Pittman. You got
DeBoer.
Come on, man. No. You got
Al
Venables.
Who's the Mississippi State coach? Al
Libby. Isn't that Jeff Levy?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, Jeff Levy. So you got Jeff Levy there. All right. So that's really the thing. So
you
when
got
you
the
look at
leprechaun dude over there in Louisiana.
But if you look at it, those guys there, honestly and seriously,
some people say Hugh Freeze. Yeah,
they've got a hard schedule. Okay, so number 10, before we take the break, is none other than the Texas A&M.
Oh,
Texas A&M is number 10. So they'll be the ones, and so that's your list for the hardest schedule. We're going to go ahead and take a break, and when we come back, we're going to talk about the easiest schedule. We've already discussed it on the 10 hardest. Easiest is next. You're listening to 104.3 ESPN, Northwest Florida.
Reach out and smack someone. Call or text now. 850-215-6290. The Red 7T Studio Line. Keep the game going with ESPN Northwest Florida. Just because you get out of the car doesn't mean the Sports Talk and Live play-by-play have to end. Just say, hey, Alexa, open ESPN Northwest Florida. From Michigan Avenue to the man cave, from the car to the kitchen, we've got you covered. Keep the game going. Hey, Alexa, open ESPN Northwest Florida.
This is Joanna with ESPN Northwest Florida. Here is your weather forecast on this Thursday evening. As we head into tonight, possible thunderstorms and clear skies and a low of 80 with a very light wind. For tomorrow morning, possible thunderstorms and mostly sunshine and a temp near 87. In the afternoon and evening, likely thunderstorms and very light rain and a high around 88. This weather forecast is brought to you by Ellis Agency Insurance. Thank you for keeping that dial at ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Great design is timeless, and that's why Tracy's Fine Jewelry inside Coin and Bullion Reserves offers a stunning selection of vintage, antique, estate jewelry on sale now at 40% off. Exquisite Victorian rings, Art Deco diamond brooches, Georgian and Art Deco bracelets, earrings, and pendants. These one-of-a-kind pieces add personality to any ensemble, and now at 40% off. Find your timeless treasure at Tracy's Fine Jewelry inside Coin and Bullion Reserves.
Krispy Kreme Donuts has whipped up a little magic for Harry Potter fans. A donut collection inspired by the House of Hogwarts, the Sorting Hat, and a shimmering golden latte. The Harry Potter collection now available for a limited time at Krispy Kreme Donuts in front of HCA Hospital, 23rd Street, Panama City, and the Ross Clark Circle in Dothan. Krispy Kreme Donuts since 1937, where you get them hot.
Looking for the most romantic night out in Panama City? Ferrucci Ristorante is your destination for authentic Italian cuisine and unforgettable moments. The candlelight, the wine, the homemade pasta. It's like a little slice of Italy. From handcrafted sauces to centuries-old recipes, Ferrucci brings true Italian flavor to every plate. It's where love stories begin and anniversaries are celebrated. To reserve your table, call 850-913-9131. Ferrucci Ristorante, Panama City's most romantic escape.
You found us inside the CBC Construction Studios. This is the Sports Blitz, where we don't have guests. We have punching bags. The Sports Blitz on 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. We're back. You're listening to the Sports Blitz with Paul Wilson here at 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Don't forget to call, to text the Red 70s phone line, 850-215-6290. Always, always, always want to thank our sponsors. If you're looking for a used vehicle, you need to go see those guys over at AutoNation Ford in Panama City. They've got every brand made in America, made out of America, no matter where they're made. They got it over there. They probably got a motorcycle. They might even have a sport utility, some kind of other off-road vehicle. They've got all the stuff over there. Go see those guys. They'll give you a good deal on a good vehicle. They take it through a rigorous test to check to make sure those vehicles are good to go, and you can go over there and have one at a good price. See those guys at AutoNation Ford in Panama City. Also, don't forget, if you might have, the sun has maybe taken off the paint a little bit of your car and lightened it, and it doesn't have that gleam that it used to have, go see those guys over at Recommended Collision Center. See Brandon and mention the show, and he will give you a discount if you need a new paint job, if you've got a fender bender, if you've got a bumper that needs to be fixed. Take it over there to see those guys over at Recommended Collision Center. They'll get you right. They'll get you back to what the car was originally looking like. I mean, if your wife, maybe in the drive-thru scratches her mirror, go over there and let those guys fix it. And then just tell her, babe, just be careful when you're getting that drive-through food over there. That he's always getting upset at me. Some people, I have had some people say, hey man, you're giving the ladies a bad name about driving. I don't think I am. I think I'm just speaking the truth. And
my God.
And so,
you know what, Ross? It's the only thing saving them. He's not making fun of Asians in driving. We'd be pulled from the SEC or something like that. We would they'd be like, I'm sorry, FCC, right?
FCC, yeah. The SEC. Yeah. No, they're good.
They can't drive either in the SEC.
They can't.
But
all gas, no brakes.
I mean, look, next week I'm not telling Alabama jokes, so.
That's true. But, hey, listen, go see those guys. They'll get you taken care of, no matter if you did it or your wife did it or your kid did it. All right.
Yeah, let's pick on the teenagers.
That's right.
That's a lot better.
That's probably true.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, we got to look at it. College football, we already had said the harder schedule. Now we got to look at the easiest schedule. And actually, earlier, I didn't read it correctly. The easiest schedule was what the person had texted in about Miami. They have the easiest schedule.
What?
And that's one of the things that they thought pretty good, too. Also, Drew Peacock says SEC supports a ban on women drivers. I don't know, Drew. I don't know, man. We'll see. But, yeah, it's not so the answer is Miami. The toughest two conference games are Virginia Tech and SMU. Miami can lose one of those, both big non-conference games, and still get into the ACC championship.
They play the Gators.
Yeah. So that's it. So he's saying that Miami should be on this list that we're about to go through right now. So you're going to see whether or not your guy is on the list.
Well, the Hurricanes are not in the bottom 10 unless, okay, so here's my first question. We're not just talking Power 4, right?
No.
Okay, good. Okay.
Yeah.
So we're talking about everybody. We're talking about Sun Belt. We're talking about MAC.
Yeah. Easiest schedule. Yeah.
Easiest schedule. I'm going to go with Miami of Ohio.
Miami of Ohio.
They open up in Wisconsin.
Oh, they do? Not on the list, actually.
But there is a MAC team on it. I guarantee it.
Well, we'll see. All right, James, you can go ahead and go with your next pick.
Give me Liberty. They're always highly overrated.
Liberty is not on the list.
Wow.
Liberty is not there. And this is pretty good. So we'll see what happens. What you got?
Give me We Are Penn State.
What? Penn State is not on the list.
No way.
No, they're not on the list.
The Big Ten has no hard schedule, so they all got to be cupcakes.
No. Not even Minnesota, who avoids everybody out of conference, will be on this list. I'm pretty sure.
All right.
I might be wrong.
Yeah. Well, go ahead. What you got?
Oh, goodness. I can't say Sam Houston State or Jacksonville State. They made the leap up, and they are playing cupcakes from, like, Division I AA, I'm sure. But I'm going to go Western Kentucky.
Western Kentucky is not on the list.
What?
No, sir. Nope, they are not. All right, James. Man, we're not really doing good.
We're not hitting this too well.
No, not very good.
I'm just going to stick with, some Sun Belts and some CUSAs, things like that. Maybe an Old Dominion.
That is not on the list.
Wow.
Old Dominion is not on the list. So, yeah, it's crazy. I didn't make the list. I'm just going by their list, so this is it. All right, Ross.
Give me the Fighting Coach Primes of the Colorado Buffaloes.
The Colorado Buffaloes are not on the list at all, so absolutely not. You guys are not doing very good.
Six picks, nothing.
Yeah, nothing. Not even close.
Oh, goodness. I guess I'll go with Colorado State.
Colorado?
No. I'm sorry. Wait, I take that back because they got to play Colorado Buffaloes out of conference automatically. No, I'm going to go with UNLV.
UNLV is not on the list at all.
We're still batting 1,000.
Nope. Yeah. You guys are not doing very good. This is pretty bad.
It's got to be.
Can I pick two teams at once?
Yeah.
Hey, can I just stop for just a second? I got a text on the.
There we go. Red 70.
Somebody said that no one in Ohio can drive at all. So there you go.
Oh, wow. So are they a Michigan fan?
I don't know.
Was it Michigan Eddie?
No, it wasn't Michigan Eddie. No way. All right, here we go.
All right, I'm going to go with two teams at once here, and just give me both of the teams that are in the Pac-2.
Oh, there you go.
No, they are not.
Oregon State Beavers are still playing the Oregon Ducks.
Yep, that is correct. Yeah, they're still in there.
Still doing it.
Yep. All right, Ross, come on. Give me some American pick right here. Let's go.
BYU.
BYU checks in at number 5.
Wow.
Yes, so BYU Cougars are not Cougars. Is that what they are?
Yeah,
they're Cougars. That's right. BYU is number 5. So there you go. Open the net.
Big 12. I mean, we've been hitting what? The Conference USA, Sun Belt, MAC, and Mountain West, and the Big 12?
Big 12. Yeah.
bad. Okay, I'm going to go with something stupid like North Texas.
North Texas is not on the list. No, sir. Absolutely not. So it's making me believe that this schedule or this is not all of those, because it just there's no way no MAC teams have been on there yet.
Well, North Texas is in Conference USA.
Yeah, but I'm saying MAC or Sun Belt or USA has been on there yet. So, and you've almost named a pretty good bit. So this might just be the Power 4, Power 5.
Power 4.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
and what was number 5 that you named?
BYU.
BYU. It's got to be Power 4 then.
Yeah, that's probably what it is.
Okay.
Yeah, you're good.
All right, Baylor.
Baylor is not on the list. Nope. They got Auburn starting off, so they might see them as being somebody decent.
True.
All right.
Give me Randy Williams fighting Louisville Cardinals.
Louisville Cardinals is not on the list. No, sir. They play
an ACC schedule.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's go BC, Boston College.
Boston College is not on the list. No, sir. Absolutely not. I bet you they get Penn State Clemson or
Clemson or Miami or SMU.
Both.
Or SMU.
Or both, yeah.
Let's keep it in Utah.
Utah.
The Utes.
Is not on the list. No, sir. Absolutely not. You guys are not very good. Y'all are good at the hardest schedule. The easiest schedule is not so good. All right. You've only been the one to hit it once. Let's see what you got, Ross.
And it was Big 12.
It was Big 12.
It was Big 12.
Give me the Rock Chalk Jayhawk.
The Jayhawks check in at number 7. Absolutely number 7. So you got a 5 and you got a 7. All right, BYU and Kansas, the Jayhawks. What you got, Jeff?
TCU.
TCU is not on the list. I don't know, man. You're not very good at this game.
No, you're losing. I was killing on the other one, and now I'm not.
You're not very good at the cupcakes.
Very good. All right, James, what you got?
Arizona Wildcats.
Arizona Wildcats are not on the list. James, you're not doing very good either.
He's at 0-2. He's at 2.
He's at 2. Everybody else is
I'm
not.
a fat kid. I know the cupcakes.
He does.
That's good. All right, what you got?
Oh, I just lost them. Off the top of my head. Give me Boise State.
Boise State is not on the list. You know, and you got to understand, if you look at all of the people that we're saying and we're naming, they have somebody that they are thinking that they're playing that is good. And so that's why you got to wonder, who is on the list.
See, I like the Boise State pick because they're not playing Oregon like they did last year. And the Mountain West is one of those weaker conferences.
Yeah.
And they made the playoffs last year.
And they made the playoffs last year. Right. So that means everybody, can you name the next biggest team in the Mountain West? It's San Diego State and UNLV.
Right.
Other than that, you have a big, pretty good sized drop off. Air Force had an okay season last year.
Well, we got some help on the Red 70s phone line. Tim says Indiana, and Indiana is number 3. So that is correct.
So that's a Big
Indiana 10. Made the list, but not only made the list, they got the bronze medal. Third easiest schedule. And if you remember, that was one of the teams that I thought going in was going to struggle this year, but they're not going to struggle now because their schedule must be cupcakes. So that's saying.
So you were the one saying Illinois, and I was the one not saying Illinois.
Right.
And I said Indiana had a better chance than Illinois.
You did. Yeah.
Because of coaching.
Well,
and you think Bielema is but you think Bielema is the coach of Illinois that's going to win.
It's Bielema because Bielema sounds like something.
No, it is Bielema.
It's Bielema, but it sounds like
it was Bielema when he coached. It was Brett Bielema when he coached Wisconsin.
Yeah, Bielema.
So he probably changed his name now.
No, it's Bielema. So, but anyway. So if you look at Indiana,
have you seen his wife?
Yes. Hold on, no. No.
We're trying to win back the girls.
No.
He definitely outkicked his coverage.
So if you look at Indiana, not Illinois right now. If you look at Indiana, they've got the weak schedule. Mm-hmm. So that tells me what? That tells me they probably only play Ohio State or Penn State or Michigan. They're not playing all three, and they're definitely not playing, or they're not playing all three, and they're probably not playing two of them either.
Yeah.
So
you know what? They're probably, if they are playing two of them, they're definitely not playing Oregon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got another guess?
So we have Indiana. That's crazy.
Yeah,
so we have
Indiana's
two Big 12s and Indiana. So you'd have to say like a UCLA.
So listen to this. Tim also said that Signetta has been running his mouth a lot. So with that confidence, they had to be on the list. So he knows what he's got as far as being not a good schedule. So thanks for that, Tim. You're smarter than Jeff and James.
James, he did okay.
So he's done okay. Ross has done okay. All right, so you're up, Jeff. Who you got?
And we're still just going with Power 4.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
There's so many teams. Come on.
I'm kind of running out of options here. No.
You're about to lose it. You got 5 seconds.
Iowa State.
Iowa State is not on the list.
I think we already guessed them.
All right, here we go.
Not.
Here we go, James. What you got? You've been thinking a lot.
Nebraska,
they are not on the list either. Nebraska is not on the list. They probably get either Oregon and Ohio State or one of the twos.
I looked at their schedule. Give me Illinois. I know they play Oregon.
Illinois is not on the list. I think they play Oregon.
They go to Oregon. They go to Washington.
And they play Ohio State, I do believe. I'm almost positive they do.
I think I saw Ohio State.
All right, Jeff, what you got, man? Come on.
It's already back to me.
Yeah, sorry, back. You should be
it can't
thinking.
be SEC. Okay. It's got to be ACC.
Okay,
Alabama hasn't been said yet.
It's got to be. Pitt. I don't know.
Pitt is not on the list. So, nope. So, only right now, we've got Indiana, BYU, and Kansas.
I know it.
All right, here we go, James. Go ahead.
West Virginia.
West Virginia is not on the list. All right, Ross, here we go.
Give me the Fighting Bill Belichick of the University of North Carolina.
North Carolina checks in at number 8. So North Carolina is number 8. So that being said, that could be a possibility of North Carolina having a pretty good year. All right, here we go, Jeff.
Wake Forest.
Wake Forest is number 1 on the list.
Wow, I knew it.
So you went
and I was thinking it before you did the North Carolina one.
So you went over, and then you hit number 1. So that's good. Even a blind dog finds a bone every once in a while. All right, here we go.
He's got 5, 7, and 8.
I know. Here we go, James. What you got?
I said Rutgers for most. Now I'm going to go Rutgers for least.
New Jersey State.
Ain't no way.
Rutgers is not on the list. No. They are not. I believe they're probably got Ohio State and Michigan.
Let's keep it in the Tar Heel State and Duke.
Duke is not on the list.
So next you're going to do NC State? I know it. I'm not going with Wolfpack. I'm definitely not going with Wolfpack. Ain't no way. Shoot. Syracuse. What the hey? Got to stay with the ACC.
Syracuse is not on the list. And our guy, again, Tim, is going to come in from the Red 7Ts phone line, and he's going to say Virginia may be on there. I've heard a lot about chatter about them playing nobody this year. And, Tim, I'm going to have to say, buddy, you are correct. Number 4 is Virginia on the list.
What is this guy's name?
Go.
Tim's smarter than all of us.
Yeah, Tim's got 2 so far. All right, James, what you got?
Let's go to one of the academies in Army.
Army is not on the list.
Let's go to the other academy in Navy.
Navy is not on the list.
Is there a Marine university? No, I'm joking. I know it's the Air Force is the only other way. I'm not guessing that.
All right, what you got, Jeff?
Come goodness. We already said Jayhawks. I'm going to go Oklahoma State.
Oklahoma State checks in at number 10. So they are on the list. So Oklahoma State.
You got the top and the bottom.
Yeah, the top and the bottom, and you got the middle.
That's right.
Come on, Fife.
All right, Fife, what you got?
Kansas State. Let's just stay in that kind of part of the world.
Kansas State is not on the list, unfortunately. Man, Fife is not doing very good. What you got, Ross?
Give me the Iowa Hawkeyes.
Iowa Hawkeyes, they are not on the list.
I said Iowa State.
You said
That's
State.
right.
No, Iowa's not on the list. Okay, what you got, Jeff?
Cincinnati.
Cincinnati is not on the list. Man.
We're hurting
All right,
here.
James, come on, give us one. You got to get one right.
Pitt.
He already said Pitt.
He already got Pitt in there. Okay. Let's keep on looking in that part of the world. Maybe head out a little bit more west. We've already said Oklahoma State.
Country
How about? We already said West Virginia. We already knew that one wasn't there. Although that is about Maryland. So let's go Maryland.
Maryland is not on the list. So Maryland did not make it. Man, that's what was crazy. I thought they would. Let's look at Ryan Warren says that BYU always plays nobodies and gets hype.
But we already guessed that.
And Ryan Warren is going to come in, and he says on the Facebook app that in the same area, he's going with Texas Tech, and you are correct, Ryan. Number 2, Texas Tech goes in at number 2, and I believe, how many do we got left? Texas Tech was number 2, and that is,
we've got 3.
We've probably got
I've got 1 or 2 left. Yep.
The guy who texted in has 2.
We haven't gotten 6, and we haven't gotten 9 yet. We're waiting on
we're only
6
missing 2
and 9. Yep, 6 and 9. Who we got?
You're up.
Ross is up.
The University of Hawaii. Wait a minute, they're not in Power 4.
Yeah, they're not. Hawaii's not. And Hawaii always plays a good team out of conference, always.
Give me the Trojans of Southern California.
They are not on the list.
Houston Cougars.
Houston Cougars checks in at number 9. So now we need 1 team.
All right, James,
James, you haven't gotten one all day. You're missing every pitch. You're swinging and missing. You're striking out. Come on. Let's get number 6, James. Come on.
Minnesota.
No, sir. Minnesota is not on the list. If we make it back to James, I'm going to give him a hint. Go ahead, Chef.
Have we said the University of Miami?
Miami has not been said, and they are not on the list. Okay, Jeff, what you got? Last
There's
one.
no way that the Hurricanes going to be on that list. I'm going to go with Georgia Tech.
Georgia Tech is not on the list. All right, James, listen to me, James.
Number 6.
James, this team made the college football playoff last year.
Arizona State.
Arizona State is not on the list, James. You lost it. You lost it. Come on, Chef.
SMU.
SMU is the team that pulls in number 6. So you got Wake Forest, Texas Tech, Indiana, Virginia, BYU, SMU, Kansas, North Carolina, Houston, and Oklahoma State.
So it's like 4 or no, it's 3 Texas teams or 4?
Houston, Oklahoma State.
No. It's Houston, TCU, Texas Tech.
SMU.
Oh, SMU. That's what it was, 3.
Yeah.
So 3 Texas
Houston,
teams.
SMU, and Texas Tech. Yep.
Wow.
Yes, so there you go.
No cupcakes for you, James.
So if you look at it, a lot of ACC.
Big 12.
Big 12.
Yeah, that's the 2.
So that's it. That lets you know what everybody's thinking. That's
but
what
you know what? If they were really including the MAC and the Conference
it would have been
USA,
a whole lot different. It would have probably been full of those teams.
Full of those 2, and then maybe 1 or 2 out of the Mountain West, maybe.
App State.
Yeah.
Well, here we go. Sun Belt. Yeah.
Well, when we get back, we're going to talk NFL. We've got 2 preseason games tonight. We got some breaking news from the Steelers. You're listening to 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
The Red 70s studio line is now open. 850-215-6290.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
The Sports Blitz.
I don't like the guy either. I mean, gosh, he comes up with some of the craziest stuff, and it's usually anti-SEC, it's anti-Alabama, and it's sickening at times.
And now he's starting to play the game plan. He's starting to trigger some of those Alabama fans.
Yeah, well, he needs to have his security there because us Alabama fans, we don't forget. And Danny Cannell, that's right, buddy. If you're here on vacation, we're coming for you.
The Sports Blitz.
Live and local, weekdays, 4 to 6.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
Take your next adventure in an award-winning Kia from Bill Bird Kia. Discover the new Kia. We invite you to stop by Bill Bird Kia and test drive the new 2025 Kia. You'll get the perfect balance of comfort, safety, and technology. The 2025 Kia SUV family has movement that inspires. Drive away today in a new 2025 Kia Soul, Seltos, Sportage, Sorrento, or Telluride. Fuel the thrill and command the road in the luxury of a 2025 Kia K5 sedan from Bill Bird Kia. Performance, power, and design built for you. Spark inspiration in the all-electric 2025 EV9. It's a modern masterpiece, fast charging, rugged, and roomy. Bill Bird Kia is the original home for that 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty. Stop by 2435 East 15th Street, Panama City, or anytime at BillBirdKia.PanamaCity.com. We'll treat you like family and give you the peace of mind you can trust. Your local community dealer is Bill Bird Kia.
If you build it, will come. We're live from the CBC Construction Studios. They're number one in the men's room.
I hope this place comes with toilet paper.
The Sports Blitz.
Oh, geez, this is going to be a photo finish.
ESPN, Northwest Florida.
Oh, yes. You are listening to the Sports Blitz with Paul Wilson here at 104.3 ESPN, Northwest Florida. You can call in. You can text in the Red 7T's phone line, 850-215-6290. Guys, I don't think you understand how big tonight is. Tonight is a big night. Tonight is the big night. And what are you saying? For Bay County, it is. Tonight is the Battle of the Bridge. You got the Arnold Marlins high school football team taking on the Bay High School Tornadoes over at Tommy Oliver Stadium. Now, some of you are already making your way over there. Maybe you're tailgating or whatever. If you could, just make sure tomorrow you call in or text in or comment on the Facebook page, because I'm announcing it right now. We will be giving away one time a week in the football season, high school football season, one high school football player of the week every week. So we need you to text it in, call it in, comment it in on who is your favorite football player of the week. We need stats. We need to know what team. We need to know all of that. And that young man, if he gets the most votes, if he gets nominated and selected, he will receive a gift card and a T-shirt and a picture with yours truly on Facebook. I mean, that right there is worth enough. So either way, if you're going to any of the games and you're watching, make sure you write down their number, make sure you write down their name, and text them in so that we can be a part of what's going on in Bay High here in high school. Also, you Walton County guys, you think we're leaving you out? We're not. I said Bay County. We're going to add Walton County as well. So go ahead and call us, text us, all of the things on all of our apps or whatever, and let us know who you're nominating for the high school football player of the week. We're going to do some awesome things. All right, guys. You didn't know that was coming, did you?
The Walton County one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You did?
No, I didn't think that was coming.
Okay.
I don't think they're going to win it.
What about Holmes County? All right. We'll see. Hey, listen, Ryan Warren said, just so you know, the Big 12 is soft. And I agree with you, Ryan. You got a point. And let me go ahead and add some more fire to the flame. So is the ACC and so is the Big 10. So there you go. I said it.
So would you be surprised if we end up with the same situation as last year where ACC puts 2 in and the Big 12 puts 1 in?
Yes, I do. I think if the Big 12 gets 1 in, I don't think they last very long anyway.
After Penn State wins the national championship, and that's 3 Big Ten schools in 3 seasons, they're still soft.
No, they had 4 last year.
No, 3.
The Big Ten had 4 teams.
Michigan won the Natty. Ohio State won the Natty. And after Penn State wins the Natty.
This bowl. Well, the Badgers going to do something?
Not until they fire the coach.
So,
yeah. Well, the thing is this is what I want to tell you. Only 2 teams in the Big Ten have done anything in the last 10 years. And realistically, Michigan has only done it in the last 3. And just you know what? I got a good little thing I wanted to share.
How many SEC teams have done it in the last 10 years?
I just wanted to share this with you if we haven't forgot how good or bad Michigan was before Connor Stallions. So before Connor Stallions, Michigan was 69-24. With Connor Stallions, 21-1. So there you go. So the Big Ten. Okay, I'll give it to you.
You
got
think
your
Connor Stallions is only doing those jobs and all that for 2 years?
That's all the record shows.
Yeah, well,
that's all the
records lie.
Well, all I'm saying is I get it. You guys love it. I don't think the Big Ten's that good as a whole. Yeah, you got Ohio State. They're good. Penn State's supposed to be good this year. Let's see if James Franklin bombs that again like he always does. So we'll see. So tonight we've got the Steelers and the Panthers. Let me get your guys' honest opinion. Aaron Rodgers going to the Steelers.
Does that seem like that's going to be a decent fit? I get it. Don't go Packers on me. But let's just think. The Steelers with Aaron Rodgers, is that a good fit for what they're trying to do? What the Steelers do? No. What about you?
No, but it's very few places where Aaron Rodgers can do anything.
What do you think?
The Steelers love to have the communication in the locker room where the head coach and the ownership and the management control the message. You are not going to be able to control that message with Q Aaron there.
Okay, so I'm going to go a disagreement with all of y'all, and let me tell you why. The reason why it's going to be a good fit is because Aaron Rodgers is not the Aaron Rodgers of the past. So Aaron Rodgers is going to be able to know what they're in. He's going to know what set the defenses are in. The Steelers are known for playing what? Good defense and running the football. Aaron Rodgers is going to be able to work in that system, and if he goes in there, he knows that he doesn't have to do a lot because the defense is going to be stout. They got good corners. They got a good up front rush. Their linebackers are good. They can stop the run. Aaron Rodgers is going to play a different kind of football this year. He's not going to be an Aaron Rodgers of the past where he's going to throw for 4,000, 5,000, 6,000 yards or whatever. He's going to just be a guy that's able to run the football, know what defenses they're in, get them in and out of audibles, change some plays, get the ball out of his hand quick, get them to the playmakers. Go ahead.
Did the New York Jets not have two really good running backs and a stout defense last year? Was Aaron Rodgers not the quarterback of the Jets last year?
Well, the difference between last year's Aaron Rodgers and this year's Aaron Rodgers is that he's already failed at trying to be the same Packer quarterback in a Jets uniform.
Look,
that's where I'm going.
Tomlin, Sala, is that how you pronounce his name? The Jets coach is now gone? Yeah, no. Tomlin's so much better than him. But I find it hard to see him controlling his temper, Tomlin's temper. I mean, even though he seems kind of cool on the outside, I think inside he's going to be like losing his, with Aaron Rodgers play.
Right. I think that the Steelers are going to be 7-9, or they're going to be right around the
7-10.
Yeah, 7-10, right around the 500 mark again, like they have been for the past 15 years, and therefore they're not going to be able to advance their roster with high draft picks next year.
So they'll make the playoffs, but they'll lose, is what you're saying.
No, 7-10 is missing the playoffs.
Well, they've been making the playoffs. They just
they're
haven't
right around 500.
No, not always. They've been finishing like 9-8, 9-7 all these years, and then being the first team out.
They haven't been. They've been in the playoffs for the last what? Didn't they? They didn't make it last year, but
no, they made it this last year.
Did they?
It was a year before that they did not.
And then the year before they did. So what I'm saying is 2 out of 3 years they did make it. That's where I'm going. So that's what I'm saying. If you look at what he's going to do, he's going to come in there and he's going to understand that he don't have to win the games anymore. All he's got to do is get the ball out, hand the ball off, and they're going to play good defense. You're going to be surprised that the Steelers are probably going to do better than they have the last 3 years because look at who they had playing quarterback for them.
But because for his entire career, Aaron Rodgers has been a team-first kind of guy and a follow-the-team kind of guy.
No, sometimes he throws the blame on other people. He doesn't take all the blame for losing.
A zebra doesn't change the stripes.
Yeah.
We have 20 years of this is Aaron Rodgers. 15 of them were phenomenal.
Yeah, but he went and did the room full of darkness and the highest Shawanga or whatever that stuff's called. But either way, I'm telling you, just watch out for the Steelers. There's a chance that if Aaron Rodgers understands the concept of what Mike Tomlin likes to do, run the football, play good defense, don't turn the ball over.
Steady the ship.
They will be in the running, and they'll make the playoffs.
In a normal division, the Steelers would be the most unpredictable team in most divisions.
Right.
But the Bengals are in this division, and they're the most unpredictable in that division.
Yeah, because their defense is horrible, and they're going to have
offensive line is
bad.
Not going well again.
So they're bad on offensive line, and the Steelers are very good on their defensive line. So that's what you got to look at.
So next Wednesday, we were talking about doing the whole college football where we pick who's going to conference championships and who's the 12 teams going to the playoffs.
Yeah.
When are we going to do the NFL?
We'll do the NFL the same way. We'll do it the week of the actual first start of the season. So we'll get everybody in on those days. We'll pick.
So that'd be the following week.
Yeah.
Because the Thursday is the Chiefs and Cowboys.
Oh yes.
I thought the first game was Cowboys Eagles.
Oh, Eagles. I'm sorry, Eagles.
Yeah, Cowboys and Eagles.
Oh, man, so you said Chiefs being in a season opener.
So if you look at the Panthers, they're not going to play their starters either, but they've got they're going to be one of those teams this year that's going to make a lot of noise this year. Guarantee it. Watch what I'm telling you. They got one of the best offensive lines in the NFL. So also the other game tonight, the Patriots and the Giants. I'm a big fan of the Giants. I think the Giants are going to do good this year. They're going to play good defense. I think that Russell Wilson will right the ship. I think him and Aaron Rodgers both will kind of do a little bit of the same thing, but that's just what I believe. So if you look at the Patriots, I don't think the Patriots are going to do anything. I think they're going to be one of those teams that's going to be out early. I think.
Is Aaron Glenn the coach of the Jets?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Who's the Patriots? Oh, Patriots have
Vrabel. Yeah. He'll do good for them. He's not going to turn them around in one season from what they were, but he'll get them to get better, and you'll see better football. You'll see better defense. You'll see all the things, the attributes that he brings as a head coach. But I'm just going to tell you, I get it. The Steelers are another one of those teams that they are worldwide. There's a lot of Steeler fans everywhere you go. When you go to a stadium, you're going to see a lot of yellow. You're going to see the Steelers out there. And is this the year that Aaron Rodgers finally does it? I'm telling you, they're going to have a good defense. They're going to be able to run the football. And when Aaron Rodgers understands his job, all you got to do, Aaron Rodgers, is just know your role and do it. And that's going to make the Steelers better. And I'm not even a Steelers fan. I'm just telling you, I think the Steelers are going to be better this year than they have been, because the last few years, who they had? Kenny Pickett, Justin Fields, Russell Wilson. Not going to get it done. Aaron Rodgers is your guy. And that's the way it goes. And we're going to end it right there. You've been listening to the Sports Blitz with Paul Wilson here at 104.3 ESPN. It's Friday tomorrow. We'll see you on Friday.
Call or text him now on the Red 7T studio line. 850-215-6290. Have you ever wanted to reach out and smack someone?